Welcome, everybody, to another episode of 8192 The Truth for Brother Sin. Kevin Sinier, this is Joel D. Supernaw. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful, brisky Saturday morning in Kansas City. I'm on my way to the dealership, and then I'm going to go pick up my son. We'll get a workout in today. I'm going to try to beat my brother Lester in bowling. He is undefeated at this point. Then we're going to watch a really, really good card of the UFC. Bowl season has started, and I have no idea who is playing today, nor will I probably watch. That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's talk a little bit about how do we change? How does change actually occur? That friggin' car's going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Oh my goodness. That scared the daylights out of me. That car is going a G. Okay. Real time, people. What was I talking about? Change. Okay, change actually happens the second you decide to change. The second you decide to change. A lot of you are saying, I'm going to change after the holiday season. As you start to think about it more and more, what you're going to experience is you're going to experience a lot of guilt. You're going to experience a lot of guilt because your change that you have in your head is different from the behavior that you're doing right now. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit eating bad. I'm going to start working out on this magical day, which is January 1st. But until then, I'm not going to do anything. Now, there's two sides of that. The thought of change has started a process of change. You are in the process of change. That process will immediately stop the second you fail on the 3rd, on the 7th, on the 15th. What if you approached it a little bit differently? What if you approached your change as a change for life? I'm going to go to the gym today, and I'm going to get a sweat. I'm going to break a sweat. That's all I'm going to do. That's all the pressure I'm going to put on myself. And you know, I've got a Christmas party tonight. I'm not going to overindulge. I'm going to have a good time. I'm not going to overindulge. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go to the gym again and get a little bit more sweat in. Maybe do something that I don't normally do. Gearing up for the 1st. You know, you got 15 days. Half of you, if not more, have already decided January 1st is the day, which is really, really hard because if you're out boozing up on the 31st, you know, to start a new year, January 1st for most people is a holiday, so everybody that has got that going on. I couldn't even tell you what day the 1st is. I think it's a Monday actually, because we're going to be in Vegas. Sunday is the 31st, and the 1st is on a Monday. So what if you tapered your change to allow you to not start the year out missing something? Start the year out, you know, I'm going to start the year out missing my January 1st meal at my mom's house. Do you really need to do that? In the grand scheme of things, do you really need to do that? So I throw this out to you, and I throw this out to myself. I'm giving myself this same advice. Remember, I can't listen to you. Though I will thank Chael Sonnen. I reached out to him last week. I was looking for some advice. He gave it to me, and I actually accepted it. because I knew it was the right thing. I was making different excuses to do something that I did not need to do, that would not bring me closer to my goal set. And quite frankly, he said, hey, I understand it. It's going to be a little tough, but yeah, you don't want to do that. And so I listened to him. And so I thank him. So, other than that, other than the very few times I'm going to listen to anybody, I do give good advice. And I'm giving you good advice right now. I am giving you great advice. Taper your change that doesn't bring you in direct space with failure. The worst thing in the world to do is to fail at something that you told everybody you're going to do. I'm going to lose 20 pounds at the beginning of the year. Okay, Dad, you've been saying that forever. First time you slip up, they're coming at you. They love you. They love you, but they don't know how to support you. Very rarely will a family member or someone close to you actually know how to support you, actually know how important those things are for you. Again, change starts when you decide to change. And until you decide not to change, you are in the process of change. Now, speaking of Chael Sonnen, man, that's a big fight he's got coming up. Rampage Jackson. They faced off last week, and I will take a 220-pound Chael Sonnen, a 218-pound Chael Sonnen against a 260-pound Quentin Jackson. I'll take that bet all day long. Now, it gets a little bit different when that Rampage Jackson, is 238. That means he's getting in shape. So the tail of the tape on that fight is the scale. Another thing is, Chael has a hard time when he looks up to somebody. But with that said, I think he can get past that because he can put another world champion on his wall. Knocking off these world champions is a big deal. I mean, he beats him. This is the 5th or 6th world champion that he's beat. So look forward to that. Cody Covington, Cody Covington is, he went ahead and he stole Chael's gimmick. But I kind of think Chael allowed it to happen. I think Colby gave Chael a call one day, said, "Hey, Coach, how you doing?" Chael's like, "Oh, Colby, great. How are you?" Colby's like, "Well, hey, Coach, I'm beating all these guys, and I'm not, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not raising a fuss." So Chael's like, all right, well, you want some advice? I'll give you some advice. You need to insult the Brazilians. Coach, I already did that. Okay, all right. Well, you did that. You insulted the Brazilians. Have you went ahead and put down everybody in the entire UFC? Yeah, Coach. I did that too. Yeah, and you said you did insult Brazil, right? Yeah, I did that, Coach. All right. Well, listen, until I come up with a better solution, just keep insulting Brazil. Just stay on that. Then we'll switch it up later if we need to. All right, Coach, thanks. I really do believe that's how that conversation went with old Colby and Chael. And the problem with that is, it's like Ric Flair. Ric Flair bit Buddy Rogers' move, but he did it in such a way that you could not then come and re-imitate Ric Flair. He did it so well. Well, Chael stole a bunch of people's gimmicks, but he did it so well. Man, watching Colby do it, it just doesn't taste good. You know, it's just got a sour taste. Now I will tell you who's getting a Chael Sonnen push right now in the UFC is Mike Perry, and I will also be out there first to tell you I think he's going to win. I said this guy was going to be a star a long time ago. He's probably got the biggest push on this Fox event out of anybody, which is similar to when Chael was coming up. When Chael was, as a matter of fact, the first Anderson-Chael fight, Chael had way more publicity than Anderson. Went in, stole the show, and was just a minute away from victory. So I expect Mike Perry to win tonight. I love him getting plus 150. Getting in somebody's head is real. It is real. And it's especially if you're a cat that's going to go back it up. You know, again, since we're on the Chael Sonnen tip today, you know, Chael was a master at getting in guys' heads, but then he would go out and perform. Not all the time, but most of the time. He would go out and perform. Well, Mike Perry, he's there to fight. There is no doubt on earth when that bell rings, he's going to try to immediately do damage. Immediately go to the center of the ring and get down. When you have a fighter that is willing to take a punch and has a knockout punch, that is a dangerous cat to fight. So I'm on the Perry train. I've been on the Perry train a long time. It's all set up for him to go ahead and get into the fabric of us fans. Robbie Lawler, I am rooting for Robbie. I've always been a Robbie guy. I'm rooting for him. I like that size, but I will tell you, the fan in me is picking Robbie. The fan in me is picking Robbie, and I'm just going to stay that. I'm just going to stay the fan. I'm not going to break it down with all the ways that RDA could win. I'm just going to stay being a fan and rooting for Lawler. Who is the co-main event? I don't even know. I don't know who the co-main event is. It slips me. It slips me as I'm going to work. I'll keep talking, hoping I can remember. I'm sure it's a big one. It's a Fox card. Yeah, I don't have it. I will finish up with, here's my picks of the night. I'm going to go with Glover, Perry, and Lawler on a parlay, and then I'll do a two-teamer with Perry and Robbie. Those are my picks. Tim Elliott is one of the first guys. I know who it is. It's Lamas and the kid from Alpha Male. Starts with the E. Eastman, maybe. Anyway, so Elliott, his guy missed weight by 4 or 5 pounds, and Elliott's like, no, I'm not fighting you. And we as fans want to burn him at the stake. Well, we shouldn't. He should get his money. He did everything he was supposed to do, and I hope the UFC pays him. Problem is, the smaller the weight class, the less stroke you have. That's just the truth. Lamas, okay, he's fighting a killer. That Alpha Male kid is a killer, and he missed weight. So not only did he miss weight, which is really, really bad form. I mean, that's a wrestler's guy, and I believe he is a wrestler. I believe he's a wrestler. So that's Faber's guy misses weight, and then he's a jerk at the face-off. Won't even shake Lamas' hand. It's like, dude, you missed weight. You're a wrestler. You should be embarrassed. You missed weight. That's the worst thing you can do. You can go get knocked out in 20 seconds. I won't remember that. I'll remember you missing weight. I don't care if you win. Doesn't count. Doesn't count to me. So I'm rooting for the bully on that one. I knew if I kept talking long enough, it would come to me. Lad comes in today, so we'll be podcasting with some Lad. And that's it. I'm gonna, I tried to get Brother Sin to do this with me last night, but he's a busy man. He's got 15 kids and 14 jobs. So, peace, everybody. Have a great weekend.